Stop everything because the internet just caught fire. Imagine this. Vows meant to be whispered in secrecy, hidden away from the world, suddenly leaked in crystal clear audio, and those vows weren't to Rasheeda. No, they were allegedly to Jasmine, the woman at the center of Kirk's most scandalous chapters. And if that wasn't enough to rip the love and hip-hop universe to shreds, Rasheeda's own mother jumped into the storm, reacting live, raw, unfiltered, and furious. The clip dropped like a nuclear bomb across social media. In it, Kirk's voice is unmistakable, shaky, emotional, promising forever, loyalty, and building a future together. But the name on his lips, not his wife of decades. Fans swear they heard him say Jasmine, and the internet has not slept since, within minutes. Hashtags like hashtag Vowgate and hashtag RASHEEDA deserves better started trending. Screenshots flew, TikToks dissected every syllable, and Twitter turned into a war zone. But then came the moment that pushed this story into absolute meltdown. Rasheeda's mother, furious, went live, and she didn't hold back, slamming Kirk, calling out Jasmine, and even taking shots at producers. Her reaction wasn't just a rant, it was a reckoning. Now fans are demanding answers. Was this audio real or a cruel edit? Did Kirk actually stand in front of Jasmine and recite vows while Rasheeda fought to hold their marriage together? And most importantly, what does this mean for Rasheeda now that her mother has gone public with her rage? Stay with me, because this is only the beginning. The internet wasn't ready. Nobody was. 1 minute, fans were arguing over petty love and hip-hop beef. And the next, an anonymous drop hit the blogs with a file labeled simply, kirkvows.mp3. At first, people thought it was a joke. Maybe some fan-made edit to stir the pot. But then they pressed play. And in less than 30 seconds, the game changed forever. The voice was unmistakable. Kirk Frost. The tone wasn't casual, wasn't scripted for TV, wasn't rehearsed for cameras. It was soft, trembling, deeply personal. The kind of voice a man only uses when he's trying to convince someone he truly means forever. Jasmine, he said, almost whispering her name like a prayer. I promise you my loyalty, my love, and my future. No one will come between us again. Boom! That was it. Twitter exploded. Instagram comments flooded. Within minutes, the words Kirk, Jasmine, and Vows were trending worldwide. Fans couldn't believe it. For years, Rasheeda had stood by Kirk, defending him through cheating scandals, defending him against the critics, defending him even when the storyline nearly crushed her. And now they had audio of him allegedly pledging his entire life to Jasmine. The betrayal wasn't just personal. It was public. It was humiliating. And it was devastating. Bloggers wasted no time. Screenshots of the files circulated. Some slowed the audio down, isolating Kirk's voice, proving beyond a doubt that it wasn't AI. Others pointed out the background noise off music. Clinking glasses, the faint sound of what might have been a minister or officiant. This wasn't just pillow talk. This sounded like an actual wedding vow recorded in secret. And just when fans thought it couldn't get any messier, Rasheeda's mother stepped into the storm. Within an hour of the leak going viral, she went live on Instagram. No filter, no glam, no PR polish. Just pure, raw, motherly fury. Let me tell y'all something, she started, her voice shaking with anger. I told Rasheeda years ago this man was no good. And now look, while she's out here holding him down, this fool out here making wedding vows to Jasmine. To Jasmine. She slammed her hand on the table so hard the phone shook. Thousands of viewers flooded into the live instantly. Comments scrolling faster than the screen could keep up. Her rant didn't stop there. She called Kirk a coward. She called Jasmine a snake. She even came for VH1, accusing producers of protecting Kirk and silencing Rasheeda's pain for ratings. Y'all been hiding the truth because it makes good TV. Well, guess what? The truth is out now. And ain't no editing room in the world can save him this time. Clips of her life spread across TikTok like wildfire. One moment in particular went insanely viral. Her pointing directly at the camera and saying, "Kirk Frost, if you're watching this, you better hide." Because the streets of Atlanta are already talking. You don't just betray my daughter, you embarrass her in front of the world. And I don't forgive that. Not ever. The internet crowned her the MVP of the moment. Hashtags like hashtag Mama Said It and hashtag Protect RASHEED started trending right alongside hashtag Vowgate. Fans were eating it up, flooding the comments with support for Rasheeda, roasting Kirk, and dragging Jasmine into the flames. But here's where it got darker. An insider, allegedly close to production, dropped a DM to a gossip blog claiming the audio wasn't recent. They alleged it came from 2018 during one of Kirk and Rasheeda's most publicized separations. Supposedly, Kirk had staged a private commitment ceremony with Jasmine during that period, no legal marriage. But vows, rings, and a promise. And the kicker. According to the source, Rasheeda never knew. If that's true, it means Kirk has been living a double life for years. Playing husband to Rasheeda in front of the cameras while secretly making Jasmine feel like the real wife behind the scenes. Fans started digging, pulling up old paparazzi photos. Matching outfits, timelines, trips Kirk claimed were business-related but now looked suspiciously like honeymoon getaways. Meanwhile, Rasheeda stayed quiet, silent. Not a word. Not a tweet. Not even a cryptic IG story. Her silence only fueled the fire. People speculated she was devastated, broken, or secretly preparing her own clapback. And as her mother's life raged on, fans couldn't stop asking, where is Rasheeda? Kirk, on the other hand, tried to downplay the leak. Late that night, he posted a photo of himself in the studio with the caption, "Don't believe everything you hear." But fans weren't buying it. The comment section turned into a battlefield. That's your voice. Fool, Rasheeda deserves better. You made vows to Jasmine while Rasheeda was paying the bills. One fan even wrote, "Delete your account, Kirk. It's over." And Jasmine didn't stay silent. Hours after the leak, she posted a photo of herself sipping champagne with the caption, "Cheers to the truth." That one post set the internet ablaze. Fans took it as confirmation, as proof she was in on it. As proof that yes, Kirk had made vows to her and she was bold enough to own it. Rasheeda's mom saw that post too, and she clapped back immediately. On her second live performance of the night, she dragged Jasmine by name. "Girl, are you proud of breaking up a family? Are you proud of humiliating my daughter? That champagne you sipped, that's tears you caused. And you gon' choke on it one day." The live cut off shortly after, but the damage was done. The internet was split between those who applauded her for defending Rasheeda and those who warned that the situation was spiraling too far. But here's the part no one saw coming. Another anonymous leak hit just before midnight. This time, it wasn't audio. It was a screenshot. Supposedly text messages between Kirk and Jasmine from back in 2019. In them, Kirk allegedly wrote, "I can't wait until we don't have to hide anymore. Rasheeda deserves her truth. One day I'll tell her, but for now, let's keep building in silence." Jasmine replied with a heart emoji and the words, "Forever, us." Fans lost their minds. So he'd been playing Rasheeda for years. This ain't new. This man double-booked vows. How many ceremonies did this man have? The scandal went from bad to catastrophic by the end of the night. Major gossip blogs were running full timelines of Kirk's alleged double life. From the infamous cheating scandal to now a leaked vow ceremony with Jasmine. Every detail painted the picture of a man living two stories, two marriages, two realities, and Rasheeda's mother. She ended her night with a chilling statement. Rasheeda ain't the type to break on camera. But let me tell y'all, this broke her. And when she speaks, it's gone, shake the whole city. Fans went to bed restless, waiting for Rasheeda's next move. Waiting for her statement. Waiting for her clapback. Because if this leak is real, it's not just the end of a marriage. It's the end of an empire. But before dawn, Whispers started to spread. VH1 producers already had more footage, more recordings, more secrets they'd been saving. And if those clips ever see daylight, this scandal isn't just going to end Kirk and Rasheeda. It's going to blow the entire franchise apart. And that's only the beginning. By sunrise, Atlanta was on fire. Not literally, but socially, digitally. Emotionally, it felt like the city couldn't breathe without another shocking twist. The leak of Kirk's alleged wedding vows to Jasmine wasn't fading like a normal rumor. It was multiplying, mutating, spiraling into something much darker. And while Rasheeda remained silent, fans were digging. Insiders were whispering. And VH1 producers were already in panic mode. The first hit came from an unlikely source. A gossip blogger known only as the Peach Pit Queen claimed she had obtained video footage, not just audio, of Kirk's secret ceremony with Jasmine. She teased it on Twitter with one haunting sentence. He didn't just say it. He meant it. Attached was a blurry screenshot of Kirk in a white shirt standing beside a woman in red. Many assumed was Jasmine. You couldn't see faces clearly, but the body language was undeniable. He wasn't playing manager, wasn't in business mode. He looked in love. Within minutes, WeddingGate became the trending hashtag. Fans flooded timelines with speculation. Was this real? Was it staged? Was it just another Mona Scott storyline gone rogue? But the blog swore up and down this wasn't scripted. This wasn't TV. This was real life. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's silence grew heavier by the hour. Her Instagram comments turned into a war zone. Fans begged her to leave Kirk. Others accused her of knowing all along and covering for him to protect their joint businesses. Then came a chilling twist. A fan uncovered an old 2020 interview where Rasheeda admitted, "Marriage is hard. You never know what people are capable of. But I choose my battles." Suddenly, everyone read that line as a confession. Did she already know? Was she protecting an empire while sacrificing her dignity? As speculation boiled, Jasmine poured gasoline on the flames. She posted a cryptic Instagram story, a close-up shot of a diamond band on her finger. No caption. No explanation. Just the ring. Fans instantly zoomed in, comparing it to Rasheeda's wedding ring. Mocking Kirk for being a touring frost, memes exploded. One showed Kirk holding 2 bouquets, one for each wife. Another had him photoshopped into a polygamy reality show promo. The internet had no chill, and Jasmine knew exactly what she was doing. That's when Rasheeda's mom, still fired up from her viral life the night before, jumped back into the chaos. She went live again, this time in full glam with a glass of wine in hand, ready for battle. "Listen," she told her swelling audience of over 80,000 viewers, "this ring nonsense. Is this ceremony nonsense? It's all true. Don't let Kirk or Jasmine gaslight y'all. My daughter has been carrying this man's dead weight for decades. And now the whole world sees what we've been dealing with." She paused, glaring into the camera. "And I'ma say this, VH1 has been covering up for Kirk for years. This ain't the first time he tried to make Jasmine the main chick. He has been trying to juggle them both like they are trophies. But trophies don't talk. And now the truth is talking." Clips of her life went viral instantly. The most shared moment. When she declared, "Kirk Frost, you're not just a cheater. You're a coward. And Rasheeda deserves better." Fans praised her bravery, calling her the realest mom in reality TV. But others worried her outbursts were pushing Rasheeda deeper into silence. Behind the scenes, production insiders leaked more dirt. A supposed VH1 staffer emailed a blogger claiming Kirk had demanded Jasmine be added back to the Love-In. Hip-hop cast in 2019, even offering to film with her behind Rasheeda's back. Producers allegedly filmed test footage of Kirk and Jasmine at a private dinner, but Rasheeda shut it down when she found out. The footage never aired, but according to the insider, Kirk had kept pushing. He wanted Jasmine to have Rasheeda's storyline, the email read. He wanted her upgraded from side chick to main character. That revelation sent fans into overdrive. People started questioning whether Kirk's entire marriage to Rasheeda had been little more than a business arrangement, while his heart had belonged to Jasmine all along. Theories sprouted like wildfire. Was the vow ceremony his way of giving Jasmine what he couldn't give her on paper? Was Rasheeda complicit, keeping quiet so the Frost brand could keep making money? Then came the leak that broke the internet. A voicemail, allegedly left by Kirk on Jasmine's phone in 2019, surfaced online. His voice, desperate and emotional, spilled across Twitter. "Baby, I know what I promised you. I know I said forever, and I meant it. I'm stuck in this TV marriage, but you're the one I want. Just hold on. When the cameras stop rolling, we'll be free." Boom. That was the match that set everything ablaze. Fans screamed betrayal. Rasheeda's mother went nuclear again, calling Kirk a snake with two tongues. Bloggers tore into Kirk's hypocrisy, and memes turned savage. One showed Rasheeda holding VH1 contracts while Jasmine held Kirk's heart. The backlash got so loud that even celebrities jumped in. K. Michelle posted on Twitter, "Rasheeda has been protecting that man forever. Now y'all see why I never stayed silent. They make women look crazy while the men laugh." Safari went live on Instagram and joked, "Out here giving vows like they mixtapes. Who's next? Carly Red?" Even 50 Cent couldn't resist posting a meme of Kirk with the caption, "Two wives. No hits." And finally Rasheeda broke her silence at midnight. She posted a black and white photo of herself, no makeup, eyes red from crying. The caption read simply, "Enough." Fans flooded the comments with prayers, support, and heartbreak emojis. Within minutes, the post racked up over 1 million likes. But just as people thought Rasheeda was about to drag Kirk publicly, a second post followed, this time a video. In it, Rasheeda spoke softly, holding back tears. "I've spent years defending a man who didn't defend me. I've spent years putting business before my heart. And I've spent years telling myself loyalty was enough. But today I saw vows he never gave me spoken to by someone else. And that broke me." She paused, wiping a tear. "This isn't just about betrayal. It's about respect. And I deserve respect. My children deserve respect. And I will not be silenced anymore." The internet broke. Fans hailed her bravery. Celebrities reposted the video with captions like "Stand strong," "Queen, and she deserves better." Hashtags exploded. Hashtag stand with RASHEED. Hashtag divorce Kirk. Hashtag team respect. But the drama wasn't done. Hours later, Jasmine posted a cryptic tweet. He said, "Forever." And forever isn't over yet. The shade was undeniable. And the timing, deadly. That's when a final leak hit the blog's alleged text messages from Kirk to Jasmine just 2 weeks ago. In them, he wrote, "Don't stress, babe. Rasheeda will never leave. She needs me for the brand. You're my real forever." Fans couldn't believe it. If true, Kirk wasn't just guilty of betrayal, he was guilty of arrogance. He believed Rasheeda was trapped, too loyal, too business-minded to ever walk away. And Jasmine. She was bold enough to let the world know she wasn't going anywhere by the end of the night. Rasheeda deleted every single picture of Kirk from her Instagram. Every photo, every post, gone. The Frost empire looked like it was collapsing in real time. But then came the cliffhanger that nobody saw coming. A blogger leaked an anonymous tip claiming Kirk had filed legal documents just days before the Vows leaked documents that could change everything. Were they divorce papers? A prenup revision? Or something darker like custody filings? Nobody knew yet. But one thing was clear. The war wasn't over. And when Rasheeda's mom heard about those documents, she went live again with one chilling line. "If Kirk thinks he can play legal games after betraying my daughter, he doesn't know who he's dealing with. Atlanta lawyers are already calling me. And trust me, this ain't gonna end how he thinks." The world held its breath. Because if Chapter 1 was betrayal and Chapter 2 was exposure, then Chapter 3 was about to be revenge. By the time the sun rose again, Atlanta was no longer whispering about Kirk Frost, it was screaming. Blogs, radio shows, Twitter threads. And Instagram lives were stacked high with fresh leaks, fiery opinions, and predictions that the Frost Empire was officially done. But nobody was prepared for what came next. The documents. The leak didn't come from a blogger. It came from the courthouse itself. A staffer allegedly passed scanned copies of legal filings to a gossip site. And within an hour, screenshots were circulating everywhere. The documents revealed Kirk had quietly filed for separation of assets just 2 weeks before Jasmine's vow ring post. In other words, he was moving money out of the Frost household before Rasheeda even knew about the leaked vows. Fans immediately called it what it was: betrayal on top of betrayal. The filings showed Kirk had shifted Frost Bistro profits into a separate LLC tied to Jasmine's name. The paperwork even listed Jasmine as a partner. That single word exploded across social media like dynamite. Twitter filled with comments like, he gave the side chick the, business chicks money. And Rasheeda built the brand, Jasmine reaps the benefits. Hell no! Rasheeda's mom didn't waste a second. She went live again, this time furious, almost shaking. So now, it's not just about vows. It's about money. My daughter worked her fingers raw for that restaurant, that brand, those kids. And Kirk thinks he can sneak off to a courthouse and play games behind her back. Baby, the devil is working overtime. The comment section went feral. Thousands spamming sue him and lock him out. But as much as fans screamed, the biggest shocker was Rasheeda herself. Because instead of posting another emotional video, she came back sharper, colder, more calculated. That night, she dropped a photo in a tailored blazer, hair pulled back, looking every bit like a CEO. Her caption, "My lawyers are handling it. Silence is strength. Watch me work." The internet lost it. Hashtags flipped from sympathy to full-on vengeance mode. Hashtag RASHEED, a revenge. Hashtag Sue Kirk, hashtag Team Frost no more. Even celebrities piled on. Tamar Braxton tweeted, "A real boss don't cry, she collects. Go Rasheeda." Meanwhile, T.I. reposted her picture on his story with the caption, "Cold. That's how you do it." But while Rasheeda prepared her legal chessboard, Jasmine doubled down on her defiance. She went live on Instagram sipping champagne in a candlelit room, wearing what fans swore looked like the same ring from the vow leak. She smiled coyly into the camera and said, "Everybody mad, but love don't lie." If it wasn't real, would he have said forever? Then, as if she knew exactly what she was doing, she turned up the volume on her phone and a faint recording played of Kirk's voice saying, "You're my peace when the world ain't." The clip was short, but it was damning. Fans screamed in the comments, "Drop the full tape." Jasmine smirked and ended the live abruptly. Within minutes, blogs had clipped and reposted it, framing Jasmine as the ultimate villain of the saga. Memes flooded Twitter comparing her to the side chick who won the war. Meanwhile, Kirk finally broke his silence, and it was a disaster. He posted a black screen note on Instagram reading, "Y'all believe anything the blogs say? My marriage is my business. Stop acting like y'all know my life." Instead of sympathy, the backlash was instant and brutal. Comments dragged him for arrogance, hypocrisy, and cowardice. One fan wrote, "If your marriage was your business, why'd you put it on TV for 10 years? Another posted, "We saw you. We heard you." No lies left Kirk. But the worst blow came from someone Kirk never expected, an ex-employee. A former Frost Bistro manager dropped a bombshell on Twitter, claiming Kirk had been funneling profits to a silent partner for years. And yes, that partner was Jasmine. The ex-employee even shared screenshots of pay stubs showing Jasmine's name on payroll under an alias. The receipts spread like wildfire, convincing even the skeptics that Kirk's betrayal wasn't just emotional, it was financial. Theft. Rasheeda's mom seized the moment, blasting Kirk in another live. "You're not just a bad husband. You're a con artist. And Atlanta lawyers already told me fraud don't get forgiven easy. Rasheeda deserves justice and she gone get it." Fans applauded, celebrities reposted, and even reality stars chimed in. Carly read through shade with a tweet, "Tables always turn. Baby, always." As the internet exploded, Rasheeda herself stayed calm to calm. That calm sent chills. Industry insiders whispered she was preparing to freeze Kirk out of every Frost-owned business. Rumors swirled that she'd already met with VH1 execs to renegotiate her contract independent of Kirk. The whispers said Rasheeda wasn't planning a divorce announcement. She was planning a power grab. But then came the twist nobody predicted. Jasmine turned the tables. Late that Friday, she dropped a series of blurry screenshots allegedly showing Kirk telling her he planned to leave Rasheeda after the reunion season wrapped. One message read, "Hold on, bae. The show needs me and Rasheeda to fake it for now. But you're my endgame." Fans gasped. Was this proof Kirk had been manipulating Rasheeda for ratings? The screenshots threw gasoline on an already blazing fire. Blogs accused VH1 of knowingly protecting Kirk's double life for storyline drama. Fans called for a boycott of the franchise. Even celebrities started dragging the network. Masika Kalisha tweeted, "Exploitation at its finest. Protect black women, not profits." Then, the cliffhanger of all cliffhangers. Rasheeda's mom hinted she had her own nuclear weapon. During her latest live, she waved a thick manila folder at the camera. "I told y'all he's been dirty for years." These aren't screenshots. These aren't rumors. These are papers. Bank accounts, contracts, dates, numbers. And if Kirk wants to play games, I'll play too. She slammed the folder on the table with a loud thud and ended the live. Fans lost their minds. Was she bluffing? Was it real? Was she about to expose years of Frost fraud? The hashtag #MamaFrost files shot straight to the top of Twitter by the end of the week. 3 questions hung over Atlanta like storm clouds. Would Rasheeda file for divorce or stage the ultimate comeback by taking everything Kirk built? Would Jasmine release the full wedding footage, proving Kirk's vows weren't just whispers, but a full-blown ceremony? And most chillingly, what was in Mama Frost's folder? And would it burn down not just Kirk, but the entire Love and Hip Hop franchise? And now, family, the question that's shaking the culture to its core. What happens next? Does Rasheeda pull the ultimate power move and end Kirk's empire in one swift strike? Does Jasmine finally drop the full footage of those secret vows and put the last nail in the coffin? Or does Mama Frost open that manila folder and unleash receipts so devastating they don't just end Kirk's marriage, they end his entire career? This is bigger than gossip. This is bigger than reality TV. This is legacy. Money, loyalty, and betrayal colliding in front of the whole world. And you've just witnessed history in the making. But if you think this is the climax, you're wrong. The fallout hasn't even started yet, so here's what you need to do right now. Smash that like button until it turns blue. Drop your wildest theories in the comments. And tell me, are you Team Rasheeda, Team Jasmine, or Team Mama Frost? And don't play yourself. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because the next leak could drop at any second, and if you blink, you'll miss the receipts that change everything. You don't want to be the last one in your group chat who doesn't know the latest twist. You don't want to be caught off guard when the folder opens, when the vows drop, when the marriage crumbles. Live on your timeline. Stay locked in because the storm isn't over. It's only just begun. It's only just begun.